reliable front line here. Do they want to get some more?
Tigreal or Kufra?
Tigreal or Kufra, huh?
Those are the two heroes that come up to my mind at least.
I think the Kufra is a bit more dynamic here, especially with all the dashes and the
Especially with the
long
Hilda,
range.
right?
Exactly. I can barely hear you, Mirko. Your friends are crazy.
Hey, they're growing by the day, you know. They weren't here before, but now they are. Troopers.
It's not just Mirko versus everyone.
Not anymore. Now it's Papulong and me.
Yes, back up.
So, it's gonna be the Tigreal?
Oh, Jawhead.
Oh, I thought Tigreal or Kufra, they're thinking more just one dude. They don't want to go AoE.
What the hell with Valentina? I mean, there's a lot of burst damage with the Hilda as well. At least in the early game, that EXP roam combo is going to be dangerous. And in a 1v1 situation, if the Jawhead runs into the Franco, I'm pretty sure Franco gets beat up there.
Yeah.
That could be the idea.
Perhaps.
Yeah, and as a Franco, if you get engaged on by the Jawhead, you do not want to utilize your Bloody Hunt on the Jawhead.
Right. But you can't really escape. And you have no reliable escape tools anyway, so
Yeah.
the scouting game is going to be quite interesting to see here.
There's a lot of range and burst that RQ are playing with though, so let's see if it will work out. Will it be another 2-0, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into the final match of the day, potentially the last game of the day, as RQ are looking to find their revenge over BTR. Will they be able to force a game number 3?
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, possible clean sweep here. We got the Hayabusa, Kakashi, the new skin, and RQ. Remember, they are far off from first place compared to anyone else, so losing would be pretty big for them.
It's a big deal. Right now, you can already make an argument that the loss to Bigetron is already in the heads of RQ. The last thing they want is to lose even more momentum. And looking at the emblems right here, Agility and Widow's Blessing for Edok with a common emblem. He just wants to stay on the map as long as possible, make the plays happen, exert that pressure. For Bigetron, it's a bit of the same idea. Annabelle trying to find something.
And he kind of can, right? Pre-level 4, without the Bloody Hunt coming from Edok, technically, right now, they don't really have much lockdown onto Annabelle. Dyron also needs a little bit more time to get to that point, and he's not going to be participating anytime soon. Let's see whether or not they're going to be able to utilize that kind of aggression. It looks like Edok is looking for a hook. This is a signature prio pick for Edok.
Oh, what an ejector! First blood for Annabelle. Now on Edok he goes. Shadow Kill gonna be used up. Now transferring over to Sutsujin, who has an electrifying beast, but gets retreat down flicker from Moreno. Trying to get the terrified Sutsujin, gonna be chased into his own jungle. Luke all the way from downtown. Having to force Rins to rotate over. BTR wanna go on Toy. Oh no. No Purify, they're just running him down. Toy taken down by Luke.
Way too much damage, way too much aggression right there. Oh, Moreno.
No, oh, gets hooked. Oh, but the kill goes on Edok.
Not ideal.
Hold up, this might still be no bonk used up. Luke also with a vengeance. Sutsujin on the turtle, Annabelle rotating over, has the retribution. Sutsujin trying to go for the stacks right now, gonna be caught and then now. Retry win for Sutsujin, very low. Luke taken down by Rins. An Iron Hulk too with a Bloody Hunt. And we're back to level on the board.
All right, again, big, not even big, small shifts in momentum back and forth. That is what we've come to expect. That is how game 1 went on. But now RQ has a bit more to say, more dynamic moves. Go for a dive on the top side, but Eman is just really good at avoiding for the most of it. It's a flicker as well, by the way. Not going for the Purify, understanding that if anyone's gonna get to him, it's gonna be Edok. And you can't really Purify from it. Ooh, light.
The flicker out, Iron Hook will land. Annabelle don't pops in the Shadow Kill into the back line. Edok still has the Bloody Hunt! No, he doesn't. It was on a cooldown. Eman with the flicker forward. Eman force as well. Edok taking low. Feathered airstrike stolen. Rins falling to the last strike.
That's a 2-for-1 trade. Light goes down. Eman nearly as well, but Annabelle comes.
With the crotch shadow, the Maestro finds a triple.
It's solo play after solo play again and again. Bigetron wrestle it back from RRQ. Oh boy, we have a game on our hands, dude. It's only 3 minutes and there's been 10 kills on the board.
Iman staying way too long, getting punished by Sutsujin.
Not the greatest of decisions.
Ooh.
Looks like Annabelle is looking for a pick here. Won't be able to get it. They know that Edok still has his ult up. The Bloody Hunt is still available for him to utilize. No lockdown. But man, Iman already at 0-0-4, now at 1-4.
Oh, look at this. They're planning to go for Iman right as he walks up.
Oh,
Good read from Iman.
This,
Light. Unstoppable force. This time, no flicker. Edok gonna be using Bloody Hunt, but again, onto Light. That's not really the best option to go for Moreno. Steals the Death Sonata just to shoot it back at Toy.
it's to trade things back, but you mentioned it, Mirko. The Franco against the Jawhead. That's the problem here. Bigetron can just force these engages again and again. With a turtle up, one man down, RRQ are still in the area, but what can they do here? Might be dangerous for them to stick around.
Sutsujin walking up, now he's getting the shadow kill used up, and the retrieve from Annabelle. Locking him down, Dyron taken very low, still able to sustain for a bit, but Annabelle comes back in, and now jumps on the Sutsujin. Moreno. Feather airstrike, not with the flicker. Sutsujin forced to recall as BTR continue to control the enemy jungle.
Yeah, they pick up 2 there. Turtle, and they pick up Dyron as well. Annabelle, luckily, with the ult, is still going to be able to get that retribution down. Plus, he was a level above of Sutsujin, so not the best of odds for Sutsujin to pick up that neutral objective. And to make things all worse, that's all the gold in Annabelle.
Annabelle just takes all that gold for himself right there, trying to snowball even further. RRQ, it just really seems that they can't really rotate with the same kind of speed that Bigetron is doing right now. Luke, getting jumped on.
Bloody Hunt on Luke. Even if their airstrike committed down. Oh, that's an ejector, a big bump to the head. Light also taken down, but it's worth it. Now Edok gonna be caught in the tough spot. No Bloody Hunt to utilize him on. Jumping back and forth. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Annabelle clearing and shoving.
And when the dust settles here, Moreno is 4-1-3, and we know what this guy can do when you give him the resources. It's looking dangerous for Bigetron. Luke sets up a dive.
Iron Hook not landing. Moreno forcing Rinse to flicker. Dyron walks up, has the glorious pathway, will be able to utilize it. Luke pops into Vengeance to escape. No Death Sonata, lock him down. Edok looking for a hook, but will not be able to find it now as Dyron gets chunked really low. But the airstrike as Sutsujin dives into the back line. It's going to be Iman jumping back and forth with it. Good ejector, Iman with the flicker. Iman constantly dashing. Luke with a gamble that does not pay off. Rins takes him down.
Yeah, BTR looking a little bit overhyped here. They do have space and has given space for Annabelle to put some damage onto the mid-side turret, but it still stands. It doesn't get traded back. That was a 2-4-1 in favor of RRQ.
That's a tough situation right here. RRQ, they're forced to try and deal with the push coming in, the objectives coming in through for Annabelle, and at the same time they do so, then the lanes just kept getting dove. So right there, they allowed Annabelle the free reign just to ensure that they do come out on top, but overall, it's still a 2k gold lead for Bigetron. And these hooks from Edok hasn't really been landing, dude. He gets jumped on.
Ejector flicker with the ensemble force. Edok gonna be taken very low. Has the Bloody Hunt and also that winner crown. But Iman gets rid of him. Now Luke trying to run away. Doesn't have the Vengeance. Will be taken out by Toy. BTR 4 strong up against RRQ, who's only lost a roamer.
1-for-1 trade there. Annabelle still looking strong as well. Still putting on pressure onto the neutral objective. Annabelle level 11, Sutsujin is 1 level behind. But the turtle gets reset there. That's damage onto Rins, half health.
Annabelle with a jump into the back line with a shadow kill too. Still coming down, no retribution from Annabelle. It's gonna be Sutsujin with Seal as Iman pops in. As Iman Force and Dyron will be taken down by Moreno. Unstoppable force, flicker out, Light can and will get away.
While that's happening though, Sutsujin immediately goes on the purple.
It's Annabelle. No, it's Sutsujin who gets it, but there's no shadow kill. Sutsujin able to run. Luke looking for the chase.
He's on the hunt. Won't be able to find him though, fortunately. Moreno, hang on a second. He doesn't know. I think Moreno takes it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Again, the control here, and despite the constant action, we're still at a 2k lead, by the way. It's been 8 minutes and there's 20 kills on the board, dude. Both teams keep trying to make the plays happen. Oh, glorious pathway.
Bloody Hunt locking him down, stopping that dive from happening. Light unable to get much. No minion waves to even take the turret. Another roam down. It's Light. Luke. Whoa. With the Vengeance now, gonna be stunned up by Tyron. Sutsujin with Electrifying Beast, not enough to take him down just yet. Now he goes in for the bonk again. Annabelle in the back line with a shadow kill. Not enough to take. Oh, just Edok Not able to get on Rins. Eman gets another. Rins goes over the stun. Will be able to find it. Sutsuji able to dive, but Eman dives. Oh! Isn't able to find the last shot even with the flicker. Moreno. Flicker. Sutsujin gets away. Electrifying beats a flicker. Wow. The turret in the mid lane actually got the turret.
Just falls to the minions. Eman waiting for a chance here to do something.
Goes Eman force. Now he has it! Needs to get ejected. Rins doesn't have the feather airstrike. Eman needs to run. Oh! A flicker out from Light.
Is it just me or both teams really seeming so... They seem to be making these plays so urgently.
Yeah.
There's no emphasis here in lane control, in setup. It's wait for, I don't know, the moment of weakness, the moment of least attention, and everyone just jumps on someone here. Overall though, 1.3k gold lead. It has shrunken from the 2k earlier. If they keep trading like this, the team with the better late game, in theory, should come out on top. So,
And who's that?
Red team turret has been destroyed.
with the Granger, I feel like RRQ with the Granger Farsa might have the edge there. Bigetron wants to be winning these fights more, more decisively than just trades. Now with the Lord up here, can RRQ force Bigetron into something?
Turret down below though. It has been looking more like a brawl, but BTR, I think they've set up properly. I haven't seen it, but they have gotten all the outer turrets.
They have still been able to do that despite the tempo of the game. That mid tower still fell, the bottom tower still fell. So RRQ are the ones kind of drowning in their own chaos. Looks like Edok is looking for an opportunity to strike here. They do have the combination with Dyron as well to get that hook down, but it actually misses.
Oh, flicker bloody hard from Edok! Sutsujin in the back, diving in as the airstrike lands. Luke trying to survive now. That's the Annabelle! Getting rid of Rins, getting the shutdown down. Edok running away. An iron hook over to Luke this time. Toy being fed kills by the man who does not miss on the Franco.
This is a 2-4-1 now, and BTR don't have Eman, they don't have the Harith, they don't have their core damage dealer. Is this a signal for BTR to call it quits?
Maybe. Seems Light has a different idea. Ejector used already. Sutsujin diving over the electrifying beats. Annabelle. No shadow kill. A killing spree for Sutsujin. Or, yes, as Annabelle won't be able to contest. Free for RRQ.
All right, wow. That took a while. All the while, by the way, the lane on the top side was pushing slowly but surely for Bigetron. But because RRQ were able to find that moment there, hang on a second, the turret is still taking some damage there. Man, RRQ are really letting go of some of these waves, it seems like. It's definitely a weird sight to behold. But now they're finally at the gold advantage and they have the lore to play around with. They have the good siege with the Death Sonatas and the Feather Airstrikes. What's the move here? Do they want to catch Bigetron off guard or do they want to just play template?
It's huge range. It's huge range. I think they want to feed that gold onto... Wait a second.
Edok walks a bit too aggressively. Dyron, glorious pathway. Another glorious pathway from Moreno, but he still gets away. Now to Death Sonata. Shots down to get this turret, and it will be a tier 1 in the mid lane, a tier 2 down below.
With Edok down, I don't think RQ can extract maximum pressure with this Lord push.
Nope.
So everything that they did leading up to this point, BTR should be able to clear this no problem.
And they will indeed. But that is going to be RRQ equalizing. Just about equalizing when it comes to the turrets. So they're going to have more control here to send Dyron out to scout out, for Rins to hide in bushes for the big ambush, for Edok to set up for some of these hooks. So that's going to be an interesting change right here, to say the least. 90 seconds to go before the next huge objective. You can see RRQ moving together. They don't want to fall victim to an ambush like earlier, and Bigetron are respecting it.
They gotta. So much kill pressure as long as Edok doesn't get seen.
Ooh, everyone gets seen right there though. Annabelle probably trying to go for... I thought I was going to go for some kind of trade. RRQ rotating to the purple buff now. Do they see it? They do. They can pressure Annabelle off this.
Whoa! Iron hook. Nobody hunt just yet. Saving it now. As Light walks up, they're going to be baited into a tough spot. Luke in a pinch point. Oh! Oh! Feather airstrike deals with immortality. The iron hook actually does not land.
Oh!
Mistimed, and Luke gets away.
That was close. That was super, super, super close. But with that failed attempt, it looks like RRQ are going back into their own jungle, giving BTR a little bit more space to work with. And Man, how far is he on his item? He already has the Holy Crystal.
Yep. Working on the next item after the Holy Crystal. But on the other side of the board, Toy is literally one item away from full inventory slots, and he already has the components ready up as well for the next fight. 18 seconds to go as RRQ sets up to try and push up the top side wave, playing the macro game. Bigetron, they let RRQ do this. They are the ones that are going to be forced into an interesting situation here. There you go, Rose Gold completed. Now Bigetron are losing a lot of options.
It's not going to be as simple for them to take Toy down. So what will be their primary focus here? Are they going to contest this?
I think they have to. There's really a rotation here from Light and Eman, waiting to see if they can punish anyone for clearing the mid lane. And look at the pathing, they're going for the down, but Luke gets jumped on.
Uh-oh, Toy in a tough spot. Does he spot the conceal? He does. Flickers out safety. Luke's still able to escape now. The Fan Strike burning him down. Annabelle! Able to get the kill now. Also, Rins caught in the bad spot. Moreno still able to survive somehow, some way in the mid lane together with Eman. Rins flying back to safety. Moreno low, forced to recall. Sutsujin in that bush. And BTR win it 2-1.
Oh, they go both for the recall. Wait a second. All right, Moreno was too low. Annabelle was way too low as well. They couldn't go for the blitz onto the Lord. Eman is already catching at half health though. Rins is coming back into the fray.
Oh boy. Annabelle, can he do it? Retribution, this time he will be able to find it. Light though, caught in the back pot again. Ejector over Eman. Oh, the damage down, gets stunned! Bursted by Rins! Moreno falls as well! You can have the Lord will take 4.
Is this it? 28 seconds left for everyone else to spawn back. At the very least, they have all the time in the world. They're going straight for the mid lane. Sutsujin, Rins, and Dairon. It's full 5 RQ.
I think it is over. They're gonna wait for the waves to disperse. But the Lord's gonna be in the mid lane, I believe. No, it's up top, perfectly calculated by RRQ. Annabelle, 7 seconds to respawn. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game 3.
We're going all the way here for our final match of the day, and what better way to see the revenge match between these two teams. Just one moment turning things around for RRQ. How are we feeling, Arash?
I'm feeling nervous, man. My heart was beating throughout the whole game, all the way till the end. Game number 1 was pressure building up again and again before the final big team fight. Game number 2 was just pressure released again and again. Skirmishes left, right, and center. Might I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that this game has what, almost 40 kills in it. 10 of those were what, at like 3 minutes, at 4 minutes. It was just a back and forth brawl.
And RRQ were able to capitalize. That last winning team fight for BTR, they committed too hard and they got punished by RRQ. The Joy, the Granger, and even the Hylos again, able to slow them down. That burst was ridiculous. Eman half HP to 0 from Rins.
That final fight, dude, Eman was gonna clean the house. He got stunned by Rins. And as he stood there, he just got nuked immediately, dude. That could have changed everything. That's how close the game was. It's just like small moments here, small stunts.
But it was really weird seeing BTR play to that tempo. I wasn't expecting that. There were so many moments, even from like the mid game, where like Eman went very aggressively forward alone, and then I felt like that all just really added up because BTR were holding that lead. They were holding the control of the early game. But they allowed RQ to slowly come back into the game. BTR getting a little bit hasty there, cleaning things up.
They're definitely rushing, right?
Yeah.
A lot of rushes in the early mid-game, especially getting the 1,000 goal lead 3-0 to then being leveled completely. A turtle plus 3 kills on the board as well. Well, you know, that's BTR.
That's BTR.
That's how they play, man.
I do like that one fight though. We might see it in the highlights where it seems that Bigetron are gonna use that gold advantage, win a front to back, and then Edok just jumps in, gets Eman.
Dude, Edok,
Yeah.
this guy.
The composure for RRQ to just pull off, I don't know, like super risky maneuvers like that, because why not? You're gonna lose anyways if you don't do it. It's just so crazy.
Let's see what the crucial moment was. This was 5 minutes in.
We're losing track here just because there's so
Yeah.
many.
This was one of the big throws, I feel. When they traded just for... I forgot who they traded for. But yeah, here as well.
This was a big one there. Oh man, that stun. I don't know if that's coincidence, whether it's just perfectly timed. It really worked out in RQ's favor.
And it looks like the player of the game for that game number 2, presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A36 5G, goes to Sutsujin on the Joy.
Yeah.
La Mercenaria.
La Mercenaria.
Mercenaria.
When he gets a comfort pick like a Joy, this man is redonkulous, brother man.
And this was one of the first engagements in the early game, and you can see that Bigetron were able to get 3